Hey gang, I had a small pawn shop pickup, but it was a good one. It was a good one. Looking at about $85 in my research with sold auctions on eBay sitting here on the table with just these three items. I have a Matco terminal kit. And what that's for, quite simply, is when you have wires that you need to remove from connectors. That's what this set's for. Varying hole diameters, lengths, pin types, so on and so forth. It's even got a cute little screwdriver down here at the end. Uh, this has been selling on eBay for in the area of roughly 35 bucks. And then, believe it or not, this goofy pair of angled pliers are selling for 30. But I've had a pair of these in the past. They were, oh, the brand name escapes me, but these are Snap-on, and jaws are really clean on them. They're going to get plenty of use around here. They're really, really handy. I've got a long set that I use. The short set's going to get used quite a bit too. And then I found a 14-inch long Mac extension. And this one particular pawn shop I go to, Kyle has a, well, I guess you call it a couple of bric-a-brac boxes full of the high-end tools that he just sits in the back behind the counter. And I go in there periodically and check and see what kind of goodies are in there. So the recent videos of the Snap-on tools, Matco tools, and whatnot that have come about, they were all from those two bins. And obviously the prices have just been outstanding. In fact, I I threw $40 down on the counter for this $85 worth of stuff. And I'm actually going to go back and give Kyle a little bit more money. Mainly because he's been so good to me with all of the recent picks that I've gotten, all of the recent Snap-on tools and whatnot. The amounts have just, well, we're looking at $864 worth of tools that I've gotten for, very little, under $250. So I'm gonna go give him a little bit more money. Just, I mean, he was fine with all the prices. In fact, he set the $40 price on this. I threw $40 down on the counter, but he did some research and looked, and without even looking at the money that I threw on the counter, he said, "Oh, how's 40 bucks?" Pointed to the counter. He goes, "Oh, okay, cool, we're square." So, but he's a really good guy. Love him to pieces. He's my brother. I'm gonna take care of him, give him a little bit more, little bit more money on the generosity that Rebecca, Sarah, uh, Carla, and Kyle have afforded me there. They've really taken care of me. I take care of them too, but they've really taken care of me. And as always, this is for Amber, Blake, and Ethan. Anytime that pawn shop stuff comes up, got to mention those guys. So, and if you guys remember, Blake was the one that sent me that 2-in-1 harness, or that 2-in-1 lanyard for my climbing apparatus high. So, anyway, there you go. That's it. This is Zippo. Later. I'm out. Okay, gang, on the tail end, I wanted to show you guys exactly what this is for, so I just grabbed a plug-in. It's got a couple of plugs in it, and the way that these work is pretty simple depending on what type of wire connector it is, like flat spade, and it even tells you here what things are for. You just take that, set it in place, I'm afraid to put too much tension on it. I don't know how strong those are, but they're obviously quite strong. So there we go. Just allows you to remove the terminal from the block. Just that simple. And like I say, you know, some connectors are round connectors, some are side by side flat spade connectors, some are skinnier flat spade connectors, and you have opposing tab. Just about everything that you could think of as far as a connector goes, these will get loose. So we got 1, 2, okay, we have 2 flat ones. This one is actually square. Oh, and the tail ends of them are also marked with their corresponding position in the tray. See, now this one is actually spring loaded. There's a spring in there. So just all kinds of different connectors, and this will release the majority of those connectors. I'll read it here for you real quick. It says, for GMC3 system, 6 individual tools easily remove wires from most GM and American Motors computer connectors and terminals. That's the red anodized handles, and then the green anodized handles is 6 individual tools easily remove wires from terminal blocks without damage to either the wire or terminal, and fits most American and some import vehicles. So when you get down here to F, you follow this, find F, and F is not, it is described just as a flat blade screwdriver, 3/16 by 1 inch. So there you have it. Pretty nifty little kit. I may go ahead and go back down there and pick up relay testers. I had 2 different sets of relay testers. I don't remember the prices on them, but they'd be handy to have too. Let you know on these more modern cars if you've got a bad relay or a good relay, just simply by taking the relay out, plugging one of those testers in its place, starting the vehicle, and it'll tell you if that relay is good or bad. Kind of neat. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to add this to the tail end and explain this kit a little bit better to you. Holler at you later. I'm out.